Hi kids, it's Pastor Borden here. And this is our children's story for this week. Even though we can't be together, I wanted to send this out to you. And for your parents, to go with this, there's also on our church website in the Sunday services section a link to a Bible story video and a coloring sheet if you have a home printer, and some music in case you want to get moving around and enjoy that as part of having a little church service today. So you might be about to have kind of a different week because you're not going back to school after March break, or your daycare is not happening. You're not going to go to some of your usual activities and events and things. And a lot of people are probably talking a lot about what's going on and why everything's being shut down. So I wanted to just share with you a couple things that help me if I'm in a time when a lot of things are changing, or maybe I'm a little bit worried about that, or I see that other people are worried and I'm not sure how to help them. And I just want to invite you to remember that there are two things about God's love that we can remember in times like this. The first thing about God's love is that God's love for you is ginormous. It is huge. It is unstoppable. It's never ending. God always loves you so much and always wants good for you and is always there for you. Never stops listening, never stops caring. God thinks you are amazing because he made you and he just loves you that much. And that, I think, can be helpful to remember that, that God's always nearby because of how much he loves you. And the other thing that I find really helps, especially if I'm ever feeling a little nervous, is that I can help other people. And that often makes me feel better and it helps them. Because God loves us so much, we can share that love with other people. And so you could share God's love with other people in different ways this week. You could, be helpful to your parents around the house with maybe some cleaning up or some other things that would just make things a little bit easier while you guys are spending a lot of time together. You could, if your parents need some time to take care of something, to make food, to handle something that they're doing, if you were able to, pick an activity that you could do on your own and give them a little bit of time to do that, then that could be a way of showing God's love. Maybe it's making sure to call a grandparent or a friend or someone on your street and just spend some time and chat with them and see how they're doing. Get your parents to help you with that, and that could be something that brightens their day a little bit. Or maybe your family would think together of something else they could do to help a friend or neighbor who might need something. Maybe you could go with your parents to drop off some food to them, or something like that if they're supposed to stay at home right now. Lots of different ways that you might think of just to share God's love. And so just maybe think about those two things this week. Remember that God loves you so much, like crazy, and that it's a great thing both for us and for other people when we share God's love with them. So let me say a prayer for you. Dear God, I pray you be with all the boys and girls who watch this, that even though this week will be different from normal weeks, that there'll be lots of great things about it, that they'll have a lovely time at home, and that they'll be able to find great things to do with their parents and whoever else that they're able to spend time with this week, and that you help them to remember always that you love them no matter what so much, and that they can share your love with others, and that it'll be a great thing for them. Help them to feel good this week. Help them to feel secure this week because we belong to you and you love us no matter what. Amen.